Here's how Loblaws ruined my 20-year relationship. I was a loyal, almost evangelical customer of Loblaws and its stores for most of the past 20 years, sending a big chunk of my household income their way over a long time span. But the past few years, the company has become outright antagonistic to its customers, and I'm fed up. I tried to warn them. They didn't listen, and now it's not just cranks like me who are fed up. Here's what's got me all grrr with each visit before I get to the larger context of it all. Walking right in, we used to have a cozy cart corral, and during COVID, they even wiped them down. Now, sunlight disinfects, and being exposed to the wind and rain gives them a little rinse before you shake them off and roll them in. And if you want one of those handy plastic baskets to carry a few things in, or maybe your reusable bags, forget it! They don't have them anymore. Either get a cart or use your arm. Good news though, the cart corral has been made into a profit center. Hungry in the morning after dropping the boy off at school, I might walk in and hope to find one of those tasty bacon and turkey wraps in the to-go section. Or not. It's often empty, and when I do ask somebody what time to expect them to come out, they say, I don't know, somebody didn't show up to work today. Behind this, there was a hot and ready section where you could ask somebody to box up some chicken tenders or potato wedges, the kind of stuff that made being a solo dad survivable some days. Now, don't talk to anybody. Look inside the rack and find what you want inside a hot plastic tray with a thermal printed label on it. And if you don't see it, tough. The pharmacy is the sole reason I keep coming back, but I've ended up crying too many times because the medicines that ensure my survival are out of stock when I'm all out of meds and am not allowed to request a refill until I'm all out of meds. They're doing their best, but some policy somewhere has been making things suck. I remember when there were so many shoppers here that they had big banners on the store proclaiming that they would have all of the checkouts open on those busy days. And they did! For a little while. Now we're funneled into the corral to deal with this. This screen! What the heck is it even supposed to mean? No one has been able to tell me yet how this graphic is supposed to tell me something useful. Milk, arrow, bag milk. Upstairs there, I was looking forward to taking cooking classes in the community room so my son and I could get skills to better our lives and be healthier and wiser. Those classes have been canceled and the room is now a profit center. Customer service, I feel bad for them. In November, I came here looking for poppies because the Royal Canadian Legion website said all the superstores have poppies right now. The person at the desk didn't know what a poppy was. Didn't know what November 11th was. After I explained it, they couldn't find the manager who could help me find where the poppies might be. Nobody knew. Has the price of wine or beer gone up as much as the prices of milk, bagels, peppers, and chips? Have the beer cans been shrinking at the same time, like the President's Choice products I used to love? The new chickpea mousse that fits less hummus in a same-size container is ridiculous! But are they diluting the beer to make ends meet? Unavoidable price increase my ass. In the mid-2000s, I grew to love shopping at 3, 4, 5 Atlantic Superstores in the Halifax area. My family got the PC Financial MasterCard, put everything on it, made good use of the abundant points offers, good food, fair deals, loyalty bonuses, everything was groovy. Moved to London in 2014 with my young son and wife with cancer. Moved all of our pharmacy business to Superstore, where they took great care of us for years. Easily the highlight. Everybody was so nice. After my wife died, I was an early click and collect adopter and evangelist. More than 20 years ago, I loved Grocery Gateway, the first big online grocery ordering company. But guys, you dropped the ball. The service was great at the start. I signed up for the VIP version. You promised free gifts. I got the first couple, but there haven't been any ever since. It was great. The people bringing the stuff to the car were friendly and polite. They even offered my little boy fruit snacks sometimes. It was a great experience. It was a great experience all around. When the plague hit, everyone hurt. And the reservation list for online ordering filled up immediately. I would stay up till midnight when they would release the new time block so I could get a reservation. But at pickup, there would be enough items missing that I couldn't really carry out any kind of meal planning. We all faced shortages, every one of us, but it was the substitutions they made at checkout time that were kind of insulting. It felt like a bait and switch. We don't have the thing you ordered, but we do have the more expensive version, which we substituted. So I wrote to Loblaws saying, this wouldn't fly at the checkout with your scanning policy of practices and codes and such. And they wrote back to me and were unambiguous about it. They said they should be charging you the original price instead of the more expensive one. Even though they were perfectly clear, the store wouldn't honor that. Other times there'd be a mistake and they would tell me a refund was in order and they had to call somebody else about that and it would appear on my credit card in a couple weeks. I don't remember ever seeing any refunds like that, though. So when things opened back up, it felt like the company had been given a new mandate. Make money, make more money, train other people so they can make you more money. This move here was a step too far. We know that Loblaws wasn't allowed to do plastic bags anymore, but their solution was, at the click and collect at the PC Express, was to send us home with their garbage. Instead of paying to bundle their waste and have it recycled like everybody else, they started sending their waste cardboard home with customers. Here's our garbage. Take your groceries home in it. Bye-bye disposal fees. The box they give me is as wide as the door and loaded with glass jars and 30 to 40 pounds of groceries, including apples and pears tumbling around. And even if I get it inside now, I have a giant box. This was too much. The delivery folks at the store don't smile anymore. They hardly make a sound. I've waited more than half an hour at a time between checking in and getting the food in the car. The things that made the service great have been inverted, and now it feels like Superstore is not my family's ally and resource, but that you hate me for some reason. I like to believe that most people are doing the best they can, and I don't think Superstore's employees all turned into shitty people after the plague. They're good people, following a plan they didn't make. I tried to resolve things at every level. Every person I dealt with, up to and including the store manager, blamed the people above them. When I wrote to Loblaws in the customer service surveys they asked me to complete, I urged them to get in touch with me about the issues as plainly as I'm doing now in public. They never followed up. Not once. So as a customer, I feel like I've done everything to save this relationship. Loblaw Company Limited, or whatever it's called, has stonewalled me and frozen me out. Well, if everything sane hasn't worked, it's no wonder I'm in a parking lot shouting at a camera in a foggy car on a rainy morning because I just want to get food and medicine for my son and I in a way that doesn't make me cry. Fuck Superstore, I loved you. Before I go, why am I not giving Sobeys a hard time about this kind of stuff? Because Sobeys never pretended to be my friend. Even out in Halifax, where they call all shopping bags Sobeys bags. Sobeys to me was the fancy grocery store where they had good stuff, but it cost more. Now Sobeys is where the rich people shop in my head, and I guess I'm going to have to find somewhere a little further from home where people like me can shop. Because other than the amazing music they play on the PA system, it is cool to be in somebody's age demographic target. I'm not the kind of shopper they want anymore. Reddit, I've seen a lot of stuff, but I've never been disappointed in a company quite like this. Go get 'em.